Hello and welcome to the 47th season of Sims 4 Survivor. This is Sims 4 Survivor Henford-on-Bagley, and this is also kind of a spiritual successor to Occult versus Normies, as we do have one tribe of occults and one tribe of normal everyday Sims. I don't know, I thought it would be kind of fun to revisit that theme. We have all new players except one, which we'll get to in a little bit. Let's just introduce our cast here. First up, we have the Aubergine tribe, named after one of the oversized crops in Cottage Living, because that's the pack that Henford-on-Bagley comes from. And this is our occult tribe. First up, we have here Celia Shore. Celia comes from my Oops All Occult series. She is a mermaid. However, she was not aware of that until she became a teenager, as she was raised in a human family. So she hasn't really connected with her mermaid heritage and has mostly just kept it under wraps. Also from that series, we have Chandra Biggs, who is a spellcaster. She is a very ambitious spellcaster. She wants to be the very best spellcaster that there ever was. She's also kind of a goofball. And then we also have Tai Young, who is from that same series as well. Tai is a werewolf. He kind of struggles with his werewolf form. He doesn't really know how to control it, and he is also a bit of a hothead, so he has a bit of a difficult time. Next up, we have here Eugene Cobbler. Eugene is a vampire. He is stuck in a teenage body and has been for centuries at this point. He is from the 1800s, and he is kind of known as the gentleman's vampire, as he might suck your plasma, but he is gonna be nice about it and ask for your permission first. Now, next up, we have Petunia Stem. Petunia is a plant sim. She had a taste of the forbidden fruit of the plant sim, turned into a plant sim, of course. And she hasn't turned back. She loves being a plant sim, so she's sticking with it. Although, technically, she's not really a plant sim because the way plant sims work is that you always have to have that ugly-ass hairstyle, and I hate that. So, she's not really a plant sim, but we'll pretend. She is basically a plant sim. I mean, she's green. Close enough. Then we have here Rowan Swiftstep. Rowan is a fairy. They are a bit of a mischievous fairy. They like to cause some chaos and drama around town and just don't take themselves too seriously. Then we have here Seymour Gulps, who, as you can see, is a ghost. Seymour, he unfortunately died in a very tragic slip and slide accident. He somehow managed to drown himself on the slip and slide, but one of his lingering regrets that is keeping him stuck here in the mortal realm is that he wanted to compete on Sims 4 Survivor, so we are giving him the shot at playing, and maybe he can achieve his dream of winning a season. And next up, we have here Therese Alien. Therese is one of triplets. You may remember her sister Beatrice, although they are technically not really triplets because they are not related in the same sense that human genealogy works. They were just incubated in the same egg. Then we have here Marlon the Wise. Marlon is a respected elder from the mermaid society that Windsail is from. He heard about Windsail competing and thought this would be a golden opportunity to form some diplomatic ties with the human world and be a little bit of a representative for his community. And then our final member here on this tribe is the Skeleton. The fan favorite of Innisgreen, making a triumphant return here on Sims 4 Survivor Henford-on-Bagley. I figured why not throw them in here as, again, a little bit of an homage to Occult versus Normies is that we would bring back one person, since I brought back 4 people on that season. But here we just have the one person, so I didn't mess with the skeleton's stats at all. It doesn't have any boost to any of their stats or anything, so they are competing here basically as a newbie, but they are back. Next up, we have the Lettuce tribe, also known as the Normies. Again, named after one of the oversized crops in Cottage Living. First up, we have here Leo Silva. Leo is the fiance of Finley from last season. His fiance did pretty well, so maybe Leo can do pretty well as well. Then we got here Amira Shar. Amira is the it girl of Oasis Springs. She is an influencer, a model, hoping to get a little bit of clout here on Sims 4 Survivor. And we have here Byong-ho Kim. Byong-ho is an elder, but he is very active. He wants to challenge himself a little bit, so he decided to compete on Sims 4 Survivor. Now we got here Elena Garza. Elena is the wife of Gabriel Garza, who competed on Moonwood Mill. I think that was the season he was on. He didn't do that well. Maybe Elena can do better. And we also have Jane Adam, who is a pre-made sim from Adventure Awaits, a resident of Gibby Point, and the wife of Star Adam, who competed on Gibby Point. The two of them, they run the Love Resort or whatever it was in Gibby Point. And Star, she did like decently well on her season, so maybe Jane can do a little bit better. And we have here Roman Vocek. Roman is the second to last of the sexy men household. Sexy single man household that I made, here to compete on Sims 4 Survivor. With Roman's introduction here, we only have one of them left. He might be on next season, probably. And then we got here Sybil Holloway. Sybil, in her old age after retiring, she started to get really into hiking and really into camping. Sort of similar as Byong-ho, she kind of wanted to challenge herself and try something new. Saw this as a golden opportunity to enjoy her newfound hobby. And then we got here Venona Dano. Venona is an aspiring baker. She wants to open her own bakery, but she has 2 left feet, so it's a little bit of a struggle, but hopefully she can get there. Next up, we have Raymond Down, the husband of Sharon Down, who almost won last season. Raymond is a salaryman, a family man, and he enjoys the simple things in life. And then our final member here on the Lettuce Tribe is David Gillian. David was not supposed to be on this season. Another cast member had to drop out last minute due to a family emergency, and so we had to scramble a little bit. And luckily for us, David was supposed to work part-time in catering this season, so we went up to him and asked him if he wanted to instead compete, and he was like, sure, why not? And so here he is on the cast. That is our cast. I'm excited for this season. Place your bets on who's going to win. Hopefully the occults will do a little bit better than they did on Occults versus Normies. Maybe we see them steamroll the Normies as opposed to the Normies steamrolling the occults. But let's not hold our breath. We are going to be playing Samoa, so that's kind of fun. No tribe swap. This truly is going to be occults versus Normies for a while. And I think without further ado, we can just start the season. We start with a twist, and this is going to be like an early challenge thing. They're going to pick a leader, and the leaders are... For Aubergine, we have Celia picked as the leader, okay? And for the Lettuce Tribe, we have Roman picked as the leader. They're going to make a decision that it's like an opening challenge ride for reward, and Aubergine, they win. Congrats to them. What is going on their beach? Nothing yet. We do have idols hidden. Over on Lettuce, we also have nothing really going on yet. Immunity goes to the Lettuce Tribe, so they are going to be safe tonight. The occults are going to have to vote somebody out. What is going on their beach? We got Ty impressing the rest of the team. We also have Chandra and Ty with a minor disagreement, and Ty forms an alliance. It is Ty, it's Seymour, it's Marlon, and Therese. I imagine Chandra's probably going to go out here then. I think this alliance is going to target her, and they only need like 1 or 2 more people to jump on that. On Lettuce, Venona, she finds the idol, and then she has a meltdown over it. Maybe she was caught finding the idol or something. We also see David and Sybil finding something in common, and they form an alliance. It is David, Sybil, and they pull in Elena. That's going to be a fun trio to look out for. We'll go to the first tribal of the season. All right, we got the Aubergine tribe here. Celia, Chandra, Eugene, Marlon, Petunia, Rowan, Seymour, Skeleton, Ty, and Therese. It is time to vote. And if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. Nobody stands up. I'll read the votes. First vote goes to Petunia. 1 vote, Petunia. Second vote goes to Rowan. 1 vote, Petunia, and 1 vote, Rowan. And the next vote goes to Petunia. 2 votes, Petunia, 1 vote, Rowan. And the next one goes to Rowan. We are tied. 2 votes, Petunia, 2 votes, Rowan. Next vote goes to Rowan. 3 votes, Rowan, 2 votes, Petunia. And the next one goes to Petunia. We're tied again. 3 votes Petunia, 3 votes Rowan. And the next one goes to Rowan. 4 votes Rowan, 3 votes Petunia. Next one goes to Petunia. We're tied again. 4 votes Petunia, 4 votes Rowan. Very split tribe here. We got 2 votes left, so we could tie here. The next one goes to Petunia. 5 votes Petunia, 4 votes Rowan, and 1 vote left. And the first person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor, Henford-on-Bagley, it's Petunia. Petunia, the tribe has spoken. Not sure why she's getting the boot here, but maybe people looked at her and were like, she kind of looks like Mother Nature. I think we should get rid of her. Mother Nature, of course, won a season. She won Gibby Point. But Chandra, she kind of gets away with murder here. She fights with the only alliance in the game or on the tribe, and they don't vote her out. So it is Celia, Marlon, Rowan, Seymour, Ty, and Therese who vote for Petunia. That's the alliance, right? It was Ty, Therese, and who else was in that alliance? I don't remember. Then we got Chandra, Eugene, Petunia, and the skeleton voting for Rowan. We're going to move on to episode number 2. On Aubergine, okay, here's the alliance. It's Marlon, Seymour, Ty, and Therese. So they did vote together, and they are the ones getting Petunia out here. We now have Therese and Ty with a strong bond. Okay. We also have Ty and Seymour with a medium bond, Ty and Marlon with a medium bond, Ty and Chandra with a medium bond. Were they fighting? They were fighting in the last episode. Okay, well, I guess maybe they were pretending to not like each other or something. I don't know. Ty and the skeleton have a medium bond. Oh, excuse me, small bond. Therese and Celia with a mild dislike. Ty and Celia with a small bond. And the dislike bonds at the end. So Ty, definitely the biggest power player on this tribe so far. Everybody in his alliance loves him, but they don't really have a relationship with each other. So this alliance is definitely not locked in so far. On lettuce, we got Winona with the idol now. We got this trio, David, Elena, and Sybil. Sybil and David with a medium bond as well, but Winona and Sybil with a medium dislike. Oh no. Winona and Leo with a strong dislike as well. And then we got Winona and byong-ho with a medium dislike. Everybody hates Winona. Why do they hate Winona? I don't know, but Sybil and byong-ho also with a mild dislike. That's kind of weird. I feel like they're the same archetype, but okay. Sybil and Roman with a mild dislike as well. The normies are fighting. The only decent relationship on this tribe is Sybil and David. Elena doesn't really have any relationship with them yet, but that could change. Immunity is going to go to the lettuce tribe again. Oh no, this truly is the cults versus normies. And we also have Roman as the leader, sending a fellow tribe member to deliver a clue for the hidden immunity idol to the losing tribe. Okay, so byong-ho is going to go on over to the Aubergine tribe and give somebody the idol clue. What does he do? Doesn't really say, but we have Eugene and Seymour fighting something in common, and we have a new alliance. It is Eugene, Marlon, Rowan, Seymour, and Ty. So that's pretty much the same alliance, except they kick out Therese and pull in Rowan and Eugene, although they also still have that 4-person thing. So who's not in an alliance with them at the moment, with Ty, Marlon, and Seymour? It is Celia and Chandra and the skeleton. So one of those is probably going to go out tonight. On lettuce, what's happening here? We got David and Sybil with a small fight. Oh no, that was the only good relationship in the game or on this tribe. And then we got Amira and David with a small fight, and Leo and Roman with a major fight. Oh no. The normies hate each other. It's not looking great for them. All right, we got the Aubergine tribe back at tribal. It is time to vote. And if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. Nobody stands up. I'll read the votes. First vote goes to Celia. 1 vote, Celia. Second vote goes to Skeleton. 1 vote, Celia, and 1 vote, Skeleton. And the next vote goes to Chandra. Okay, 1 vote, Celia, 1 vote, Chandra, 1 vote, Skeleton. That's everybody who's not involved in those alliances already getting votes. Next vote goes to Celia. 2 votes, Celia, 1 vote, Chandra, 1 vote, Skeleton. And the next vote goes to Chandra. 2 votes, Celia, and 2 votes, Chandra, and 1 vote, Skeleton. And the next one goes to Celia. We got 3 votes Celia, 2 votes Chandra, 1 vote Skeleton. And the next one goes to Celia. 4 votes Celia, 2 votes Chandra, 1 vote Skeleton. And the second person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor, Henford-on-Bagley. It is Celia. Celia, the tribe has spoken. That does kind of track. I feel like they probably wanted to keep in Chandra, or Ty wanted to keep Chandra because he had that medium bond with her. And I think they probably want to keep in the skeleton because the skeleton has a little bit of experience with this game. So I do think Celia just unfortunately is not beneficial to the tribe at the moment, and that's why she's getting the hit here. Too bad for you, Celia, but you did have a whole 2 episodes to make something happen, and you didn't do that, so Not really all that sad. It is Eugene, Marlon, Rowan, Seymour, Ty, and Therese who vote for Celia. And then Celia and the skeleton are the Chandra votes, and Chandra is the skeleton vote. Celia, skeleton, Chandra just completely on the outs here. Everybody else votes together. We're gonna move on to episode number 3. The Aubergine tribe down 2 members now. On their beach, what's happening? We got 2 alliances now. There is Marlon, Seymour, Ty, and Therese, and then Marlon, Seymour, Ty, and Eugene and Rowan. Therese and Ty with a strong bond, Seymour and Eugene with a medium bond, Ty and Seymour with a medium bond, Ty and Marlon with a medium bond, Ty and Chandra with a medium bond, Ty and the skeleton with a small bond, and then just like bonds. It's literally just Ty with relationships, and then Seymour and Eugene also. Ty is running this tribe. On Lettuce, what's happening here? Everybody hates Winona, but she also has the idol, so that's funny. Winona and Leo with a strong dislike, Winona and byong-ho with a strong dislike, Winona and Sybil with a medium dislike, and Winona and Elena with a mild dislike also. We also have David and Amira with a strong dislike, Roman and Leo with a mild dislike, and Raymond and Leo with a mild dislike also. And then we got Sybil and Elena with a small bond, Sybil and byong-ho with a mild dislike, Sybil and Roman with a mild dislike. Only relationship on the board, Sybil and Elena with a small bond. Everybody else hates each other. Immunity goes to the Lettuce tribe again. They are a mess back at camp, but in the challenges, they are destroying. Roman is going to send Elena to the Aubergine tribe with a clue. What does she do there? I don't know. It doesn't really say what she's doing with the idol clue, but okay, it's fine. Eugene and Seymour have a major fight. That's not great. They were like really bonding in the last episode. Now they're fighting. Unfortunate. Marlon and Skeleton find something in common. And then Ty, once again, impressing the rest of the team, just solidifying his spot on the top. And the Large Alliance. What's happening? Eugene is out. We also have Rowan resting at camp. This could be a Eugene boot. This could also be a Chandra boot, maybe. I don't know. On the Lettuce tribe, what's happening? Raymond and Sybil find something in common. Also, Jane impressing the rest of the team. And Jane and Amira, they decide to form a duo. Interesting. We'll watch out for that. All right, we're back in tribal. We got the Aubergine tribe here yet again. It is time to vote. And if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. Nobody stands up. I read the votes. First vote goes to Rowan. 1 vote Rowan. Second vote goes to Skeleton. 1 vote Rowan and 1 vote Skeleton. And the next one goes to Skeleton. 2 votes Skeleton, 1 vote Rowan. And the next one goes to Rowan. 2 votes Rowan, 2 votes Skeleton. And the next one goes to Skeleton. 3 votes Skeleton, 2 votes Rowan. And the next one goes to Skeleton. 4 votes Skeleton, 2 votes Rowan. And the third person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor, Henford-on-Bagley. It's the Skeleton. Skeleton, the tribe has spoken. Despite being a returnee, they still don't really know what they're doing. I mean, they were not the strongest player on Innisgreen either. So it's not like super surprising that they don't do all that well here, but you know, I thought they'd do a little bit better than this. Third out, really, Skeleton? Whatever. It's almost unanimous. It is Chandra and Skeleton who vote for Rowan. Chandra, of course, on the bottom as well. Eugene, even though he leaves the Alliance, he does vote with the Alliance. Now, the question is going to be, if they lose again, will Eugene be booted, or are they going to take out Chandra and stick with Eugene for another tribal? We'll see. All right, episode 4. What's happening now? We got these 2 alliances. Eugene is now out of this one. So it's Marlon, Seymour, and Ty. They have 1 alliance with Therese and another with Rowan. Ty has 3 unbreakable relationships now. 1 with Seymour, 1 with Marlon, and 1 with Therese. So he's definitely more loyal to this alliance than he is to Rowan, because he only has a small bond with them. We also have Ty and Chandra with a medium bond. We have Ty and Eugene with a small bond. Rowan and Eugene with a small bond. Therese and Seymour with a small bond. And then just like bonds at the end. On Lettuce, does everybody still hate Winona? Let's see. Winona and Leo with a strong dislike. Winona and byong-ho with a strong dislike. And then we got Winona and Sybil with a medium dislike. And Winona and Elena with a mild dislike. We also have David and Amira with a strong dislike now. Jane and David with a medium bond. After Jane was impressing everybody, Jane and Amira with a medium bond. After impressing everybody also probably. They also have this final 2 now. And then we got Roman and Leo with a medium dislike still. Roman and Jane with a medium bond. Jane definitely the only person on this tribe with any sense of a social game so far. Raymond and Elena have a small bond. Raymond has been very quiet so far. But maybe this will become something. I don't know. Reward goes to the Aubergine tribe. They get 3 chickens. And do they get immunity? Yes. Finally, Aubergine is not going to go to tribal. They are safe tonight. On their tribe, what's happening? We've got Rowan and Ty bonding slightly. We also have Eugene and Ty with a small fight. Oh no. Eugene, I would not be fighting with Ty. He is running this game, or running this tribe, I should say. Rowan is also going to leave the alliance. For some reason. I guess they knew they were on the bottom, but I mean, Rowan, like, stay in line, like, keep yourself in there. But now this alliance is just Marlon, Seymour, and Ty, so they are definitely a strong trio now, and they also have an alliance with Therese. On lettuce, Roman has a major meltdown. David has a major meltdown. Roman has another major meltdown. This tribe is a mess. Hot mess. What's happening here? David's out of the trio. What is happening? Okay, I think David or Roman are gonna get the boot here. Or Venona. I mean, she has the idol, so she might play the idol. Everybody might vote her because everybody hates her. But Roman and David having these meltdowns, that might also just let her slide for another tribal. I don't know. All right, we got the lettuce tribe here at their first tribal. It is Amira, byong-ho, David, Elena, Jane, Leo, Raymond, Roman, Sipple, and Venona. It is time to vote. And if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. Nobody stands up. I will read the votes. The first vote goes to Roman. 1 vote, Roman. Second vote goes to Amira. 1 vote, Amira, and 1 vote, Roman. And the next vote goes to Amira. 2 votes, Amira, 1 vote, Roman. And the next vote goes to Roman. We're tied. 2 votes, Amira, 2 votes, Roman, and 6 votes left. And the next vote goes to Roman. 3 votes Roman, 2 votes Amira. Next vote goes to Amira. We're tied again. 3 votes Roman, 3 votes Amira, and 4 votes left. And the next vote goes to Amira. 4 votes Amira, 3 votes Roman. And the next vote goes to Roman. We're tied again. 4 votes Amira, 4 votes Roman, 2 votes left. And the next vote goes to Roman. 5 votes Roman, 4 votes Amira, and 1 vote left. And the 4th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor, Henford-on-Bagley, it's Roman. Roman, the tribe has spoken. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. He was having those meltdowns. Nobody wanted that smoke. I mean, just get rid of him, honestly. Like, he almost stays though. Like, it almost went on Amira, which would have been crazy. It is Amira, Elena, Jane, Leo, Raymond, and Sipple who vote for Roman. And then byong-ho, David, Roman, and Venona are the Amira votes. Okay, pretty straightforward tribal. We're just gonna move on to episode number 5. And what's happening here? We've got on Aubergine. This alliance now down to Marlon, Seymour, and Ty. Very strong trio forming here. They also have an alliance with Therese. We got Ty's unbreakable relationships. They are the same. They are with all his allies. Ty and Chandra still with a medium bond. Ty and Rowan with a medium bond also. So why is Rowan leaving the alliance? I don't know. Rowan and Eugene with a small bond. Ty and Eugene with a mild dislike. Maybe that's why. Maybe Ty and Eugene were fighting, but Rowan does kind of like Eugene. So maybe they were like, I don't really want to work with Ty, like strategically, even though I like him. Therese and Seymour with a small bond, Marlon and Eugene with a small bond, and then I guess Rowan and Marlon with a random slight bond at the end here. Lettuce, what's happening now here? Probably everybody hating everybody. We got these 2 duos now, Elena and Sybil, and Amira and Jane. Strong dislikes, Venona and byong-ho, Venona and Leo, David and Amira. Then we've got Jane and Amira with a medium bond, Jane and David with a medium bond, Venona and Sybil with a medium dislike, Sybil and David with a medium dislike after fighting. And then we got byong-ho and Amira with a mild dislike, Sybil and Elena with a small bond, and Raymond and Leo with a mild dislike. People still hating each other on this tribe. Jane still the only person who is like somewhat liked on this tribe. Raymond still kind of purple. I don't know. Let's move on. Reward goes to the lettuce tribe. They're going to send David with the idol clue over to Aubergine. What does he do there? He probably gives it to Eugene because Eugene finds it. I'm sure Eugene was like, hey, I need this idol clue. I just left an alliance and I just picked a fight with the #1 guy here. So what's happening here? We got Chandra and Ty finding something in common. We also have David and Ty with a small fight. Oh no. David shows up on their beach and picks a fight with the #1 person on the tribe. That's why he's giving Eugene the idol clue, probably. Rowan and Therese have a major fight also. And that's it. Immunity goes to the lettuce tribe. Aubergine kind of getting demolished a little bit. On their beach, what's happening? We got Chandra and Ty bonding strongly, and Chandra and Rowan with a minor disagreement. I think Chandra is in a good spot. she has this bond with Tai, which will keep her afloat in the game. But I do think it's going to be potentially Eugene tonight, in which case he's probably going to whip out the idol. But it could also be Rowan. On lettuce, Jane impressing the rest of the team once more. Jane, the only person with a social game on this tribe. We also have byong-ho impressing the rest of the team, actually. So he's doing pretty well. He also bonds with Venona. Okay. Maybe seeing that Venona is a little bit of a pariah. Maybe a number to be picked up. And Amira, she's resting at camp. I would not be resting now. You almost got voted out. But you do you, Amira. All right, we're back at tribal once again with the Aubergine tribe. It is time to vote. And if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. Nobody stands up. I will read the votes. The first vote goes to Chandra. One vote Chandra. Next vote goes to Rowan. One vote Chandra and one vote Rowan. And the next vote goes to Eugene. One vote Chandra, one vote Eugene, and one vote Rowan. And the next vote goes to Rowan. Two votes Rowan, one vote Chandra, one vote Eugene. And the next vote goes to Rowan. 3 votes Rowan, 1 vote Chandra, 1 vote Eugene. And the 5th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor, Henford-on-Bagley. It's Rowan. Rowan, the tribe has spoken. They kind of tanked their own game, to be honest, by leaving that alliance. I think they should have just stuck in there and just let themselves be a number for them. I mean, that might have been a losing scenario anyway, because this tribe is kind of getting demolished. So I don't even know if 5 members are gonna make it to the merge. That it's possible that they go on like an immunity run or something. So I would have just stuck in there for a little bit longer. So it is Chandra, Eugene, Marlon, Seymour, and Therese who vote for Rowan. Rowan throws a vote on Chandra. Tai is the Eugene vote. Okay, interesting. Tai not voting with his alliance. Maybe he's like, this is like a little bit of a warning sign to Eugene that he doesn't like him. It's like, fuck you, Eugene. I'm throwing a hanky vote on you. And I guess they don't know where the idol is also. So yeah, that actually kind of makes sense. Okay, we're going to move on to episode 6. We're going to do a double tribal tonight. All right, on Aubergine, what's happening? We got these alliances. We got Eugene with the idol now. Unbreakable relationships. It is Tai and all his allies. He has one with Marlon, Therese, Seymour, and now with Chandra as well, after they were bonding in the last episode. It's still so funny to me that they have this relationship since they were fighting in the first episode. Tai and Eugene don't like each other. We got Therese and Seymour with a small bond, Marlon and Eugene with a small bond, and then just light bonds at the end. So it's actually very much possible that Eugene has to play his idol, and maybe idols Tai out of the game. It's possible. I'm just throwing that out there. On lettuce, anything changed here? Jane and David with an unbreakable relationship now, and Jane and byong-ho also with an unbreakable relationship. Okay, interesting. Those are not alliances for Jane, though. She has an alliance with Amira, but maybe they can form a 3. There's really nothing concrete happening on this tribe yet. We have David and Amira hating each other. That actually doesn't work for Jane because she has a final 2 with Amira. We also have Venona and Leo with strong dislike, Leo and byong-ho with a strong bond, Raymond and Jay with a strong bond, Raymond and byong-ho with a strong bond. Maybe they can form a 3. Then we got Venona and Jane with a strong bond, Venona and Elena with a strong dislike, and Jane and Amira with a medium bond, the final 2. So Jane, her final 2 is not her best relationship. That's kind of interesting. Reward is going to go to the Aubergine tribe. They are going to get to eat pizza while watching the other tribe's tribal council on their beach. What's happening? We got Eugene with an idol still. We got Therese with a major meltdown. Oh no. However, she does bond slightly, actually strongly with Chandra and then slightly with Eugene. On lettuce, what's happening? Raymond and Sybil with a minor disagreement. Leo and Sybil with a major fight. Everybody's fighting on this damn tribe. What's happening? And then David and Raymond are bonding strongly, actually. Okay, so who's going out? I think it might be Sybil. Sybil has been kind of rubbing people the wrong way. Venona still a little bit of a pariah, but she now has some decent relationship with some strong players on this tribe. Jane likes her. She was bonding with byong-ho, so I think she might be fine. All right, we're at the first tribal council of the night. We've got the Aubergine tribe here. It is time to vote. And if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. Nobody stands up. Kind of crazy that Eugene does not play his idol. I think he might be going out with an idol in his pocket. I will read the votes. First vote goes to Eugene. 1 vote, Eugene. Next vote goes to Chandra. 1 vote Chandra and 1 vote Eugene. And the next vote goes to Eugene. 2 votes Eugene, 1 vote Chandra. And the next vote goes to Chandra. 2 votes Chandra, 2 votes Eugene, and 2 votes left. And the next vote goes to Eugene. 3 votes Eugene, 2 votes Chandra, 1 vote left. And the 6th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor Henford-on-Bagley. It's Eugene with an idol in his pocket. Eugene, the tribe has spoken. I don't know what he's thinking, but I guess it does kind of track that he gets a little blindsided here because he has been voting with the power this whole time, even though he left the alliance. So maybe he thought that he was in and Chandra was out, but he also has been fighting with Ty. So I don't know. Eugene, you should have played that idol. I don't know what you're doing, but okay, he's gone. So it is Chandra, Marlon, Seymour, and Ty who vote for Eugene, and then Eugene and Therese are the Chandra votes. Therese going a little bit AWOL here. Perhaps the trio of Marlon, Seymour, and Ty might consider her a little bit of a liability moving forward. I don't know, but let's go to the other tribal. All right, we got the Lettuce tribe here at their second tribal. It is time to vote. And if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, and also time to do so, Winona, she stands up. She is gonna use her idol on herself. That's smart. Any votes cast against Winona will not count. I will read the votes. The first vote goes to Winona. Does not count. Winona does not count. Winona does not count. Winona does not count. Winona does not count. Wow. 5 votes negated. Winona does not count. 6 votes negated. Winona does not count. 7 votes negated. And this is a 9-person tribe, right? So there's 2 votes left. Next one goes to David. 1 vote, David. And the final vote goes to Elena. So it is David versus Elena. We're going to do a revote. And the first vote goes to Elena. 1 vote, Elena. Second vote goes to David. 1 vote, David. 1 vote, Elena. Next one goes to David. 2 votes, David. 1 vote, Elena. And the next one goes to David. 3 votes, David. 1 vote, Elena. And the next one goes to Elena. 3 votes, David. 2 votes, Elena. And 2 votes left. And the next one goes to Elena. We got 3 votes, David. 3 votes, Elena. And just 1 vote left. The 7th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor Henford-on-Bagley is Elena. Elena, the tribe has spoken. Technically idled out of the game, kinda. I mean, she does get idled out of the game, but they also voted again to get rid of her. So yeah, it doesn't feel great for her, probably. I think David had some decent relationships that were willing to keep him, and that's why he stays over her. Elena just had that final 2 with Sipple, and nobody likes Sipple, so yeah. Unfortunate for Elena, her game gets cut short here. So it is Amira, byong-ho, David, Elena, Leo, Raymond, and Sipple who vote for Winona. Winona is the David vote, Jane is the Elena vote. And then on the revote, we got byong-ho, Jane, Leo, and Winona voting for Elena, and Amira, Raymond, and Sipple voting for David. But look at this, Winona flips on the revote. She put David into the revote and then doesn't vote for him on the revote. Okay. We're gonna move on to episode 7. What's happening here? We've got Aubergine with 5 members, Lettuce with 8 members still. We're getting down to it. I imagine we have like 2 more tribals until the merge or something. Aubergine, what's happening here? We have now unbreakable relationships. Ty and Chandra, Ty and Marlon, Ty and Seymour. Therese and Ty only with a medium bond now after her meltdown. That's not great. Therese and Chandra with a medium bond also. Weren't they fighting? Didn't Therese just vote for Chandra? I don't know, but okay. I'm just gonna slap on at the end. There's really nothing forming outside of Ty on this tribe, which is so funny, especially because Marlon and Seymour have been aligned for this whole game and they have like no relationship. Like, look at this, slight bond. Guys, get a grip. On Lettuce, what is going on here? We only have 1 final 2 left. It's Amira and Jane. I imagine though we are gonna have some alliances forming once we get to their beach. We have some unbreakable relationships. It's Raymond and byong-ho. It is Jane and David. It's Jane and byong-ho also. And then Raymond and Jane. We also have extreme hatreds because we got David and Amira and Winona and Leo. And we also have Leo and byong-ho with a strong bond. Jane and Amira with a strong bond now. Winona and Jane with a strong bond. And Sipple and David with a strong dislike. Reward is going to go to the Lettuce tribe, and they're going to send Raymond on over to Aubergine. What does he do there? We do have a new idol hidden, by the way. Probably on both beaches. Seymour and Therese have a major fight. Chandra and Raymond have bond slightly. And Seymour and Ty have a major fight. Oh no. Seymour kind of taking his game here. Not great. But immunity goes to Lettuce. They continue their steamroll. Yeah. This could be like a Seymour boot, maybe, which would be crazy. We do have Chandra and Ty finding something in common. We also have Chandra and Seymour bonding slightly. Chandra maybe realizing that she is kind of on the bottom, trying to work her relationship with Ty, make sure he keeps her over somebody else. Maybe Seymour gets the boot. Maybe Therese gets the boot. On Lettuce, what's happening? Byong-ho and Sybil find something in common, and David and Sybil have a small fight. And then Jane is working hard at camp. Why are there no alliances forming here? It's kind of annoying. All right, we're back at Tribal. We got the Aubergine tribe here. It is time to vote. And if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. Nobody stands up. I will read the votes. First vote goes to Chandra. One vote Chandra. Next vote goes to Chandra. Two vote Chandra. And the next vote goes to Therese. Two vote Chandra. One vote Therese. And the 8th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor, Henford-on-Bagley. It's Chandra. Chandra, the tribe has spoken. Unfortunately, she was disposable to Ty. He was not willing to keep her around in favor of Therese. Although, honestly, I don't think Ty really had much of a say in it anyway, because I think the other two men were going to vote for Chandra, and I think Therese was going to vote for Chandra, so he would have just showed his hand if he had tried to get Therese out. But Chandra, she played like a pretty decent game for playing on the bottom. It's just unfortunate that they lose so much, because otherwise I think she makes it to the merge and probably does pretty well. It is unanimous. Everybody votes for Chandra, except Chandra throws a vote on Therese, and she is gone now. All right, we move on to episode 8, and we have the merge. Oh, I thought we were at final 14, but we're at final 12, because I don't know how to count, apparently. Here is the Watermelon tribe, again named after one of the oversized crops in Cottage Living. And those who make the merge are Amira Shar, Byong-ho Kim, David Jillian, Jane Adam, Leo Silva, Marlon the Wise, Raymond Down, Seymour Gulps, Sybil Holloway, Tai Young, Therese Alien, and Winona Dano. So the Normie Lettuce tribe, they definitely have the numbers, but they are so fractured that I think the Aubergine tribe could control this merge here and potentially be the final 4 of the season. But we do have some contention in that tribe because Seymour was fighting everybody. We have Therese causing a little bit of drama. And I do think Byong-ho and Jane, they have been really wrapping up in the game. They have some really strong relationships now. It'll be interesting to see how this progresses. All right, this is our status entering the merge. We got Marlon, Seymour, Ty, and Therese, the entire Aubergine tribe. They are in a pretty solid alliance. We got Marlon, Seymour, and Ty also in a final 3. And then we got Amira and Jane, the only alliance from the Lettuce tribe. Unbreakable relationships are Jane and Byong-ho. We got Winona and Jane now. We also have Marlon and Ty, and then we got probably Ty and... No, actually, now that he was fighting with Seymour, he doesn't have that unbreakable relationship anymore either. We also have Leo and Byong-ho, and Raymond and Jane, Jane and David, and Raymond and Byong-ho. We also have extreme hatreds. It is Winona and Leo, and David and Amira. I do think the Lettuce tribe is going to go against each other. I think they're going to look at the Aubergine members and be like, yeah, there's only 4 of them. We don't have to worry about them. I'd rather take out this person that I hate. Immunity goes to Ty and Amira. It's a first man, first woman thing. So good for them. They're going to be safe tonight. On the beach, Ty, he finds the idol. This really is becoming Ty's game to lose at this point, in my opinion. I think he's probably our most likely winner, but I've said that many times before and been wrong. Marlon and Therese have a small fight. Jane has a major meltdown, and Seymour is out of the alliance. He's still in the trio though, so I imagine he's still loyal to the Aubergine tribe, but I don't know. We do have a new alliance forming. It's Byong-ho, Jane, and Winona. This has been building up for a while now, so that makes a lot of sense. Jane with this major meltdown, I didn't even register that. But that's not great for Jane. She was really wrapping up her social game, but she does form this trio, so it's not the worst thing ever. Sybil, resting at camp. She's old, she's tired, she doesn't want to be there anymore. Everybody hates her. Makes sense. All right, we're a tribal. We got the Watermelon tribe here. Amira, Byong-ho, David, Jane, Leo, Marlon, Raymond, Seymour, Sybil, Ty, Therese, and Winona. Amira and Ty, they have necklaces, cannot be voted for tonight. Everybody else is eligible. It is time to vote. And if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. Nobody stands up. I'll read the votes. First vote goes to Jane. One vote Jane. Second vote goes to Jane. 2 votes Jane. Okay. Third vote goes to David. 2 votes Jane and 1 vote David. And the next vote goes to Jane. 3 votes Jane, 1 vote David. Next vote goes to Jane. 4 votes Jane, 1 vote David. What? That's crazy. She has 1 meltdown and they all want to take her out. Next vote goes to Seymour. Oh. 4 votes Jane, 1 vote David, 1 vote Seymour. And the next one goes to Seymour. 4 votes Jane, 2 votes Seymour, 1 vote David. And the next one goes to David. We got 4 votes Jane, 2 votes David, 2 votes Seymour, 4 votes left. And the next one goes to Seymour. 4 votes Jane, 3 votes Seymour, 2 votes David. And the next one goes to Jane. 5 votes Jane, 3 votes Seymour, 2 votes David, and 2 votes left. And the next one goes to Seymour. 5 votes Jane, 4 votes Seymour, 2 votes David, and 1 vote left. And the 9th person voted out of Sims 4 survivor, Henford-on-Bagley, first member of the jury, it's Jane. Whoa. Jane, the tribe has spoken. What a robbed queen. She has 1 major meltdown and her game falls apart. That's so sad. She was doing so well. I thought she was a contender for the crown, but apparently not. I guess Ty and his minions, I guess the Aubergine tribe, they were like, Jane is definitely the #1 person on the lettuce tribe. If we can get the numbers, let's take her out. So very well done by the Aubergine tribe here. I imagine at least that they were voting this way. So it is Leo, Marlon, Raymond, Seymour, Ty, and Therese who vote for Jane. That is indeed the Aubergine members, and they pull in Leo and Raymond. Interesting. Leo has been very quiet, so I thought he had a good relationship with Jane. Or, no, he had a good relationship with byong-ho. So it does kind of make sense that he votes for Jane, because Jane also has a bond with Venona, and Leo hates Venona. So he's like, if it hurts Venona's game, I'm in. Raymond, I thought, also liked Jane. But maybe he saw that meltdown and was like, I can't work with this. She can go, it's fine. Seymour votes. They are byong-ho, David, Jane, and Venona. And then Amira and Sybil vote for David. Interesting that Amira votes for David here. Doesn't vote with Jane, her #1 ally. But also she hates David, so that kind of tracks. And maybe this was supposed to be a vote split, and the Aubergine tribe was like, no, we're not doing that. All right, we're going to move on to episode 9. We got the final 11 here. I'm kind of sad that Jane is gone, but it's fine. So what's happening on the beach? We got Marlon, Ty, and Therese in the final 3 now that Seymour is gone, but Marlon, Seymour, and Ty are still in the final 3. And byong-ho and Venona are in a final 2 now, which is not a very strong final 2. I guess Jane was sort of the glue holding them together. Also, Amira and Jane, their final 2 is gone now. Extreme hatreds. Sybil and David, Therese and Seymour, and Venona and Leo. So there is a little bit of drama between the Aubergine members. Therese and Seymour hate each other. I think Marlon and Ty are like a final 2, and they're just trying to hold things together. They have an unbreakable relationship. We also have David and Amira with an extreme hatred. And Sybil and Leo with an extreme hatred. There is so much hatred on this tribe. On this season. This is crazy. We also have byong-ho with 2 unbreakable relationships. One with Raymond, one with Leo. Which is kind of wild because they voted against him, kinda, by taking out Jane. Crazy. Maybe they were like, byong-ho, you like Jane, I want you to myself. If Raymond and Leo have a decent relationship, though, this could be a trio. They could form something. We have Venona and Sybil with strong dislike, and Ty and Seymour with strong bond, even though they were fighting, and even though Seymour has been like kind of taking his game. Him and Ty are back in good graces, so I do think Seymour is in it for the long haul, probably. Reward is gonna go to this group of people here. It is Marlon, Raymond, Seymour, Ty, and Venona. Amira does not compete. She is gonna bet on the winning team, and she bets incorrectly. So unfortunate for her, she does not get reward. Congrats to these 5. They get a waterfall, rock slide, and a picnic lunch. But immunity is gonna go to David. Whoa. He got some votes last night, so good for him to get this immunity. Watermelon, what's happening? We got Leo impressing the rest of the team twice. Okay. And Seymour and Therese, they have a small fight, just furthering that gap on the Aubergine tribe. It's not looking great, but I guess we'll go to tribal. All right, the final 11, they're here. We got David with the necklace. Cannot be voted for tonight. Everybody else is eligible. It is time to vote. And if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. Nobody stands up. I'll read the votes. The first vote goes to Sybil. 1 vote Sybil. Second vote goes to Sybil. 2 votes Sybil. Third vote goes to Amira. 2 votes Sybil and 1 vote Amira. And the next vote goes to Amira. 2 votes Amira, 2 votes Sybil, and the next vote goes to Sybil. We got 3 votes Sybil, 2 votes Amira. Next vote goes to Amira. We're tied. 3 votes Amira, 3 votes Sybil. Next vote goes to Amira. 4 votes Amira, 3 votes Sybil, and the next one goes to Amira. 5 votes Amira, 3 votes Sybil, and the 10th person voted out of Sims 4 survivor Henford-on-Bagley, second member of the jury, it's Amira. Amira, the tribe has spoken. It does make sense that she goes out here. Her, one ally was Jane, and now that Jane is gone, she has nobody protecting her. And the lettuce tribe, they're kind of crumbling here. I do think it's gonna be an aubergine win. It just feels like it. It's probably gonna be a tie win. It feels like it's leaning that way. It's kind of similar to actual Samoa, where we have one person being kind of the most obvious winner. So maybe somebody is like a Natalie White here. Maybe Therese takes it. It is Byong-ho, David, Marlon, Seymour, Sybil, Ty, Therese, and Venona who vote for Amira. And then Amira, Leo, and Raymond are the Sybil votes. All right. We're on episode 10. We got the final 10. What's going on the beach? I think pretty much everything's the same, right? Yeah, I think we can just ignore this. We do see that Therese and Ty have a medium bond now, so that's something. But reward is going to go to this group of people here. It's Byong-ho, Raymond, Seymour, Sybil, and Venona. Immunity, though, goes to Byong-ho. Pretty good win for him. I think this could have been a spot where he gets blindsided, so solid win, solid win. On Watermelon, we just have Seymour and Therese continue to fight. The Aubergine tribe it's rough. It's looking rough. I do think it's probably a Sybil boot tonight, though. I think people are kind of done with her and nobody really likes her. All right, Watermelon tribe back at Tribal. We got the final 10 here. And Byong-ho, he has the necklace, cannot be voted for tonight. Everybody else is eligible. It is time to vote. And if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. Nobody stands up. I will read the votes. The first vote goes to Raymond. 1 vote, Raymond. Second vote goes to Raymond. 2 votes, Raymond. Third vote goes to Sybil. 2 votes, Raymond, and 1 vote, Sybil. And the next vote goes to Sybil. We're tied. 2 votes, Raymond, 2 votes, Sybil. And the next vote goes to Sybil. 3 votes, Sybil, 2 votes, Raymond. And the next vote goes to Raymond. We're tied again. 3 votes, Raymond, 3 votes, Sybil. 4 votes left. And the next vote goes to Sybil. 4 votes, Sybil, 3 votes, Raymond. And we got another one for Raymond. We're tied again. 4 votes Raymond, 4 votes Sybil, and 2 votes left. And the next one goes to Raymond. 5 votes Raymond, 4 votes Sybil, 1 vote left. And the 11th person voted out of Sims 4 survivor, Henford-on-Bagley, third member of the jury. It's Raymond. Raymond, the tribe has spoken. Thought it was going to be Sybil, but she survives somehow, just barely. I don't really know what Raymond was doing, but I thought Byong-ho was going to be able to save him here, but I guess not. I'm sure this is the Aubergine tribe once more just controlling this merge tribe a little bit. I don't know who's voting with them. It's probably not Byong-ho because he had a really good bond with Raymond. It's probably not Leo as well. So it's definitely Sybil. I mean, she's not voting for herself. We can just go to this. We can just go to the votes. It is Leo, Marlon, Seymour, Sybil, Ty, and Therese. So Leo goes against Byong-ho. Interesting. Leo is playing such a weird game. He is not in any alliances. He barely has any relationships. He's just kind of tagging along to random votes. Byong-ho, David, Raymond, and Venona are the Sybil votes. Yeah. Raymond, he was very purple. He barely was on this season, so it's fine. He can go. We move on to episode 11. We got the final 9 here. Anything changed here? I don't think so. We do have Raymond gone now, but he wasn't really in the mix at all. He did have a bond with Byong-ho, though. Oh, look at this. Ty and Seymour, they're back up to an unbreakable relationship. Good for them. Okay. Seymour's back in it. He also has a strong bond with Leo. Or Leo, excuse me. That's interesting. And Therese and Leo with a strong bond as well. Okay. Leo is flipping. He is turning heel. He wants to be a part of the Aubergine tribe. I guess he kind of sees the writing on the wall, which is kind of funny because Sybil hates him. And he saved her. Okay. Therese and Ty with a medium bond as well. That has not moved in a while. Yeah, nothing else really changed here. Reward is the auction. The first one to get something is Sybil. She gets a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. We get Seymour win a covered item, which is sea noodles and slug guts with parmesan. Nice. David gets a roasted chicken. Marlon gets a significant advantage in the next immunity challenge. Okay, we'll see if he wins the immunity challenge. And we got byong-ho with a cheeseburger with fries and a beer. We got Leo getting the idol clue. I don't think we have an idol hidden. Seymour gets a shower. Byong-ho gets a gigantic piece of apple pie. And he is gonna give up the slice of pie, so 4 people can get a smaller slice. And those are Leo, Sybil, and Venona. And also him. But immunity goes to Seymour. Marlon couldn't pull it off even with that advantage. Unfortunate for him, but whatever. Seymour gets it. On the beach, what's happening? Leo and Sybil, they bond strongly. Oh, Sybil was like, I hate this man. Psych, I actually love him. Then we got Seymour and Venona bonding slightly, and Leo and Venona bonding slightly as well. And byong-ho and Venona, they're done. They're over it. I guess they haven't really been a final 2 anyway. But we have a new alliance. A very strange alliance. It's byong-ho, Leo, Sybil. They pull in Seymour of all people. I guess Leo did have that strong bond with Seymour, so that kind of makes sense. Leo and Sybil, they were bonding here, so that also makes sense. And byong-ho and Leo, they've had that unbreakable relationship. So this has to be a Leo alliance forming. We'll see if they can do some damage. All right, we're back at Tribal. We got Seymour with the necklace, cannot be voted for tonight. Everybody else is eligible. It is time to vote. And if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. Nobody stands up. I'll read the votes. First vote goes to David. 1 vote David. Next vote goes to byong-ho. 1 vote byong-ho and 1 vote David. And the next vote goes to byong-ho. 2 votes byong-ho and 1 vote David. And the next vote goes to byong-ho. 3 votes byong-ho, 1 vote David. And the next vote goes to David. 3 votes byong-ho and 2 votes David. Next one goes to David. We are tied. 3 votes byong-ho and 3 votes David, and 3 votes left. The next vote goes to David. 4 votes David, 3 votes byong-ho, and the next vote goes to the 12th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor, Henford-on-Bagley, 4th member of the jury. It's David. David, the tribe has spoken. I feel like David kind of disappeared for a bit. He was causing a lot of drama in the pre-merge, but then after the merge, he kind of disappeared. He just didn't really do much, so I don't think it's a huge loss. I would have been kind of mad if byong-ho had gone, because he is a much more promising character so far. So it is byong-ho, Leo, Marlon, Seymour, Sybil, and Tai who vote for David. David, Teresa, and Venona are the byong-ho votes. Venona, she splits off from byong-ho and is like, I want to get rid of this man. But doesn't get her way. Therese not voting with her alliance, but maybe they were like, throw a vote on byong-ho, like in case David has something. And then David, of course, is not going to vote himself. Interesting. Okay. Well, anyway, we're going to move on to episode 12. We got a 2-parter here. And we got the final 8 here in part 1. So now we have this new alliance, byong-ho, Leo, Seymour, and Sybil. I think we should go through their relationships to find out how they're doing. Unbreakable relationships are Leo and byong-ho, Tai and Marlon. And then we got Tai and Seymour, Teresa and Leo. Oh, that's random. We also have extreme hatreds, Teresa and Seymour, and Venona and Sybil. I do think we're in for like a blowout between Therese and Seymour at some point. I don't think it's going to happen yet, but it'll happen eventually. I'm sure Seymour, now that he has this alliance, he's like, feels like he has the numbers to take out Therese and get rid of that thorn in his side. Otherwise, we have Teresa and Tai with a strong bond. We have Seymour and Leo with a strong bond. Venona and Teresa with a medium bond. And Tai and Leo with a medium bond. Okay. Immunity goes to Leo. Leo suddenly becoming kind of a main character on this season. Good for you, Leo. He's going to be immune. All right, what's going on the beach? Seymour impressing the rest of the team. We also have Sybil and Therese bonding strongly. Leo impressing the rest of the team. And Therese. She's going to leave the Aubergine Alliance. This might be a Therese boot. I think Marlon and Tai are willing to take her out. Or maybe not Tai, but Marlon is probably like, yeah, she can go. It's fine. Seymour is probably going to gun for her with his new alliance. We do have a new alliance forming, though. It is Therese and Venona. Okay. Also, Seymour resting in camp. 2 women on the bottom. They're going to form a final 2. Probably one of them is leaving tonight, so I don't know. All right, we are at Tribal. We got the final 8 here. We got Leo with the necklace. Cannot be voted for tonight. Everybody else is eligible. It is time to vote. And if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. Tai stands up. He is going to use his idol on himself. Any votes cast against Tai will not count. I'll read the votes. The first vote goes to Marlon. One vote Marlon. Ooh. I think Ty could smell that there was a potential betrayal, but wasn't on him. If he loses Marlon here, that would be massive. Next vote goes to Therese. We got one vote Marlon and one vote Therese. Next vote goes to byong-ho. One vote byong-ho, one vote Marlon, and one vote Therese. And the next vote goes to byong-ho. Two votes byong-ho, one vote Marlon, and one vote Therese. And the next vote goes to Therese. Two votes byong-ho, two votes Therese, and one vote Marlon. And the next vote goes to byong-ho. Three votes byong-ho, two votes Therese, and one vote Marlon, and two votes left. And the 13th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor, Henford-on-Bagley, 5th member of the jury. It's byong-ho. What? byong-ho, the tribe has spoken. What the hell happened here? He was in that 4-person thing. They apparently did not vote together, meaning that Seymour probably flipped on him. I do think byong-ho played a pretty strong game. I would have liked to see him do a little bit better, but I do also think it makes a lot of sense to take him out here because he's definitely the biggest threat of the original Lettuce tribe members that is remaining here. Unfortunately, he kind of gets bested here by the Aubergine members. So it is Marlon, Seymour, Ty, Therese, and Venona. That's the Aubergine members, and Therese pulls in her new connection with Venona. byong-ho and Sybil are the Therese votes, and Leo is the random Marlon vote. I'm not sure why Ty is whipping out the idol though. I think maybe with Therese leaving the alliance, he was a little bit spooked. Because now it's just him, Seymour, and Marlon really versus everybody else. And I'm sure he could smell that, like, there were gonna be some votes going their way. But they do still have Therese, even though she's not in their alliance. She does still vote with them, and she does pull in a second number, so he had nothing to be afraid of. All right, part 2 of episode 12. We got the final 7 here now. And the Aubergine members are officially the majority of the tribe. We have a new idol hidden. We now have Marlon and Ty in a final 2. They still have their final 3 with Seymour. Then we got Leo, Seymour, and Sybil in a final 3. We also have this new final 2 between Therese and Venona. I'm kind of interested to see how that goes, if they can do something. Unbreakable relationships, Venona and Leo. Oh, that comes out of nowhere, kind of, right? I mean, have they been working together at all? I don't think so. Ty and Leo have an unbreakable relationship as well. That's also strange. They have also not been working together at all, but okay. And also Therese and Leo. They also have not been working together. What is happening? We also have Therese and Sybil with an unbreakable... What? What's going on? Ty and Marlon have one, and Ty and Seymour have one. That makes sense. And then we got Venona and Sybil hate each other still. Therese and Seymour hate each other still. Therese and Ty with an unbreakable relationship still. And Venona and Seymour with a strong bond now. Okay. I really do not understand what happened. But okay. Immunity goes to Sybil. Good for her. I do think she might have needed it, so good win for her. On the beach, Leo and Sybil, they find something in common. Okay. Seymour and Therese, they continue to fight. And Marlon and Seymour have something in common. Good for them. They have also been in an alliance together for the entire game, so I think you should have been a lot closer than this already. Therese, working hard at camp. I do think Therese might be getting the boot here, potentially, but I'm not sure. It could also be Venona, I guess. I don't know. All right, we're tribal. We got Sybil with a necklace. Cannot be awarded for tonight. Everybody else is eligible. It is time to vote. And if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. Nobody stands up. I will read the votes. The first vote goes to Seymour. One vote Seymour. Second vote goes to Therese. One vote Therese. One vote Seymour. And the next vote goes to Venona. One vote Seymour. One vote Therese. And one vote Venona. And the next one goes to Marlon. Whoa. One vote Marlon, one vote Seymour, one vote Therese, one vote Venona. What is happening in the new era? There's so many of these like random split votes where everybody just throws a random vote somewhere. Next vote goes to Venona. 2 votes Venona, 1 vote Marlon, 1 vote Seymour, 1 vote Therese. And the next one goes to Seymour. 2 votes Seymour, 2 votes Venona, 1 vote Marlon, 1 vote Therese, and 1 vote left. And the final vote goes to the 14th person, vote out of Sims 4 Survivor, Henford-on-Bagley, 6th member of the jury. It's Venona. Venona, the tribe has spoken. Very strange plurality vote here. Not sure what's happening. I guess it's like Venona and Therese voting on Seymour and Leo throwing a random vote on Marlon, I guess, or something. I don't know. Sybil voting for Therese. Not sure, but Venona, I think she was kind of biding her time. I think it was getting to that point where her boot was sort of inevitable. And so out here she goes. But she did have a pretty fun idol play, so she'll be remembered for something. It is Marlon, Sybil, and Ty who vote for Venona. Okay, so Seymour does not vote with them. The aubergine members. Interesting. Leo and Therese throw a vote on Seymour. Venona is the Marlon vote. Why is Venona not voting with Therese? I don't know. But Seymour is the Therese vote. Venona kind of fucks herself over here. It would have been a tie, but actually in the tie, it still would have been her probably. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, we're going to move on to episode 13. We got the final 6 here. We're reaching the end. I still think Ty is going to take it, probably. All right, on the beach, we got an idol hidden. Nobody's found it yet. We got these alliances. It is Marlon and Ty in a final 2. They have a final 3 with Seymour. And now Leo, Seymour, and Sybil are in a final 3. Or now they've been in that. But Therese and Venona, their alliance, that's gone. Unbreakable relationships. Therese and Sybil, Ty and Leo, Therese and Leo, Ty and Marlon, Ty and Seymour, Therese and Ty. And then we got Therese and Seymour with a strong dislike. How did that go down? Didn't they fight in the last episode? And they've already had an extreme hatred then? I don't know. Strange. Leo seems to like Sybil, and then Seymour and Leo with a strong bond, Seymour and Marlon with a medium bond. Reward is going to go to this group of people here. It's Leo, Marlon, and Sybil. But immunity is going to go to Seymour. Good for him. He's going to be safe tonight. He almost got voted out, so pretty solid win for him. What's going on the beach? We got Seymour also finding the idol. Okay. Congrats to Seymour. Otherwise, we got Leo and Sybil finding something in common, and Seymour impressing the rest of the team after doing so well in the challenge, I guess. All right, the Watermelon Tribe is here. Final 6. Seymour. He has the necklace, cannot be voted for tonight. Everybody else is eligible. It is time to vote. And if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. Seymour stands up. He is going to play his idol on Leo. This is also the last time he had to play it, so it does make sense that he does play it. Anyone's cast against Leo will not count. I will read the votes. First vote goes to Therese. 1 vote Therese. Second vote goes to Sybil. 1 vote Sybil and 1 vote Therese. And the next one goes to Ty. Oh, 1 vote Sybil, 1 vote Ty, 1 vote Therese. And the next one goes to Marlon. Really? 1 vote Marlon, 1 vote Sybil, 1 vote Ty, 1 vote Therese, and 2 votes left. And the next one goes to Sybil. 2 votes Sybil, 1 vote Marlon, and 1 vote Ty, and 1 vote Therese, and 1 vote left. What is happening? And the final vote goes to Marlon. We are tied. It is Marlon versus Sybil. We're going to do a revote. And the first vote on the revote goes to Sybil. 1 vote Sybil. Second vote goes to Marlon. 1 vote Marlon and 1 vote Sybil. And the next vote goes to Marlon. 2 votes Marlon, 1 vote Sybil, 1 vote left. And the 15th person voted out of Sims 4 survivor Henford-on-Bagley, 7th member of the jury. It's Marlon. Whoa. Marlon, the tribe has spoken. Did Ty just get flipped on? I think Seymour just flipped on Ty. He must have. Wow, that is a crazy blindside. Maybe Ty is not winning. So this has to be the move of Sybil, Leo, and Seymour then, right? And I guess they pull in Therese. Is Leo winning? I mean, he's pulling off a lot of fun moves lately. So the vote turnout here is Leo and Therese voting for Marlon. Marlon and Ty are Sybil votes. Sybil throws a random vote on Ty, and Seymour throws a random vote on Therese. And then Leo, Seymour, and Therese vote for Marlon. Ty is the sole Sybil vote. Interesting. Okay, that is a huge blindside on Ty. His game could be in jeopardy now, but we're gonna move on to the finale. We got the final 5 here entering the finale, and honestly, I think it could be anybody's game at this point. We got Leo Silva, who was very quiet for a very long time, and then around the mid-merge, just popped up out of nowhere and is kind of the power player at this point. I think he has a very good shot at winning. I don't think anybody really disliked him that much, except like Venona, right? I think she did not like him. So yeah, I would not be surprised to see him win. We have Seymour Gulps, who, similarly to Leo, has been doing a lot of interesting things in the mid-merge here. I also think he could take it. He has shown himself to be playing with a lot of agency. He just went against Tai. His original alliance took out Marlin, who he'd been working with since the beginning pretty much, knowing that Marlin was not really an ally for him, but instead an ally for Tai. He does still have this negative relationship with Therese, so that could eventually boil over. Tai could manipulate Therese to take out Seymour, but I don't think he will. I think Tai likes Seymour too much, but Tai could like get Seymour to take out Therese then. We do have Sybil Holloway. I think she is the only one here who I don't think is gonna win. Actually, I also don't think Therese is gonna win, but Sybil was not well liked by the jury. She has kind of just been floating along a little bit. She gets picked up by Leo and Seymour. Otherwise, she's kind of just here. So I don't think she's gonna win, but we'll see, maybe. Now we got Taeyong. It's looking risky for him. Is he gonna make it? I don't know. I think this trio of Leo, Seymour, and Sybil are looking to be the final 3 of the season. But I do think if he can make it to the end, he is going to be a very strong contender for the crown. He has held control of the game basically up until last tribal. He has had very strong relationships with pretty much everybody on the jury. So yeah, I think he is a potential winner. He just has to make it there. And finally, we have Therese Alien. Like I said, I don't think she's winning. I think too many people don't like her that much. But I think she's played like a decent game. She saw she was at the bottom of her alliance, so she jumped ship. She tried to form something else with Venona. She tried to better her position in the game. She now has this relationship with Leo. So I do think Therese has played like a pretty solid underdog game. She has played pretty well to keep herself in the game up until this point, but she does still have this negative relationship with Seymour. So I do think there is a potential that she goes out in the next 2 tribals. Either way, it is still kind of anybody's game. I'm very excited to see how this finale goes. I'm kind of rooting for Leo at this point. I think he would be a very strong winner, but I also think Tai would be a strong winner. All right, let's go to the beach. What's happening? We got Seymour and Tai in a final 2 now. Seymour, Leo, and Sybil with their final 3. Therese kind of on the outs here. Probably going to be the first person to go, but maybe not, because she does have an unbreakable relationship with Leo as well as Sybil, actually. Oh, interesting. And also Tai. Other unbreakable relationships, Tai and Seymour, Seymour and Leo, and Leo and Sybil. Actually, Sybil only has a strong bond toward Leo, but Leo has an unbreakable relationship. And then we got also Sybil and Seymour with one. And we also have Therese and Seymour with an extreme hatred. Still. So pretty much everybody has an unbreakable relationship with each other outside of Sybil, only having a strong bond toward Leo, and Therese and Seymour hating each other. But Sybil, she takes the immunity win. Nice. Good for her. That's probably Therese's game done, right? Could be Tai. I don't know. On the beach, what's happening? Seymour is impressing the rest of the team, but he also has a fight with Leo. Ooh. That could mean that Seymour might want to stick with Tai rather than Leo and Sybil here. Seymour is also working hard at camp and becomes tired. All right, we're at Tribal. We got the final 5 here, and we've got Sybil with a necklace cannot be voted for tonight. It is time to vote. And the first vote goes to Therese. 1 vote, Therese. Next vote goes to Tai. 1 vote Tai and 1 vote Therese. And the next one goes to Therese. 2 votes Therese, 1 vote Tai. And the next one goes to Seymour. What? 2 votes Therese, 1 vote Seymour, 1 vote Tai, and 1 vote left. And the 16th person voted out of Sims 4 survivor, Henford-on-Bagley, 8th member of the jury. It's Therese. Therese, the tribe has spoken. Does make sense that she goes out here. She probably threw a vindictive vote on Seymour on her way out. But who is the tie vote? I don't know. Maybe Sybil. But Therese, she had a fun game. She had a fun run. I'm not surprised to see her go here, but I enjoyed her on this season. Nonetheless, we have Leo, Seymour, and Tai. They are the Therese votes. Therese does throw a random hanky vote on Seymour, and Sybil is the Tai vote. So, yeah. All right, part 2 of the finale. We got the final 4 here. I think it's possible that we do fire here at 4 because we do have Seymour and Tai. I think they're going to stick together. I think Leo and Sybil are going to stick together, but maybe not. We'll see. Has anything changed? I don't think so. Even Seymour and Leo, even though they were fighting, they still have an unbreakable relationship. Ty and Sybil don't like each other. That makes sense why Sybil is always throwing a vote on Ty. Okay. Well, anyway, immunity is going to go to Leo. Okay. Huge win for Leo. Honestly, this might secure him the win, potentially. On the beach, what's happening? We got Seymour and Sybil with a major fight. Oh, no. I think Seymour is like, I want to vote for you, Sybil. Sorry. And Seymour and Ty also have a minor disagreement. That's not great. Ty, I would not be picking a fight right now. All right, we're at tribal. We got the final four here. One more person has to go before final tribal council. We got Leo with the necklace. Cannot be voted for tonight. Everybody else is eligible. It is time to vote. And the first vote goes to Sybil. One vote Sybil. Second vote goes to Ty. One vote Sybil and one vote Ty. And the next vote goes to Ty. We got two votes Ty, one vote Sybil, and one vote left. And the final vote goes to Sybil. We are tied. So we're going to do fire. And the person eliminated in fire, the person who can't make their fire, is Ty. Ty, the tribe has spoken. Huge loss for him here, but at least he got to make fire. It could have very much been like a 3-1 vote here. So shout out to Seymour for giving him the shot at making fire, but he can't do it. Sybil, she is a hiking queen, a camping queen. So of course she knows how to make fire. And Ty, I think he had the shot to win, but unfortunately falls short here at the end. It is Seymour and Ty who vote for Sybil, Leo and Sybil vote for Ty, and Ty loses fire. We're just going to move on to final tribal council. All right, we got the final three here, pleading their case. We got Leo Silva, we got Seymour Gulps, and Sybil Holloway. They all plead their case for why they should win. The 9-person jury, oh, this could be a tie vote. Oh no. They all ask their questions, and then they cast their votes for who they think should win. And it is time to crown another Sims 4 Survivor winner. The first vote goes to Sybil. 1 vote, Sybil. Second vote goes to Leo. 1 vote, Sybil, and 1 vote, Leo. And the third vote goes to Seymour. We got 1 vote for all 3 of them. Everybody always gets 1 vote. The next vote goes to Seymour. I should have said the 4th vote. I usually do that, but whatever. We got 2 votes Seymour, 1 vote Leo, 1 vote Sybil. 5th vote goes to Leo. We got 2 votes Leo, 2 votes Seymour, 1 vote Sybil. And the 6th vote goes to Leo. 3 votes Leo, 2 votes Seymour, 1 vote Sybil. 7th vote is going to go to Seymour. We are very close. 3 votes Leo, 3 votes Seymour, and 1 vote Sybil. 2 votes left. Could still tie. Let's hope not. And the 8th vote goes to Leo. 4 votes Leo, 3 votes Seymour, 1 vote Sybil, and 1 vote left. And the 9th and final vote goes to Leo. Congratulations, Leo. He has done it. He's taken the win. Very strange edit for him. He was so quiet for so long, but right when he needed to, he took his opportunity to strike, and he played a very strong endgame here. Well-deserved win. Who are the Leo votes? They are byong-ho, Marlon, Ty, Therese, and Venona. Wow, Ty even votes for Leo. Even though Seymour was like one of his #1 allies. Marlon, of course, probably a little bit bitter that Seymour took him out. Also, Therese, of course, hates Seymour. It is Amira, David, and Raymond who vote for Seymour, and Jane is the sole Sybil vote, which is interesting. Okay. Jane, I guess, was the first juror, so she doesn't really know what's going on. Fan favorite is going to be Venona. I guess that makes sense. She was kind of an underdog. She does have that big idol play. So good for her. But there you have it. That is our season. Here is our elimination order. It is in 20th place, we got Petunia Stem. In 19th, Celia Shore. In 18th, our returnee Skeleton. In 17th, we got Roman Vocek. In 16th, Rowan Swiftstep. In 15th, Eugene Cobbler. In 14th, Elena Garza. In 13th, Chandra Biggs. In 12th, Jane Adam. In 11th, Amira Shar. In 10th, Raymond Down. In 9th, David Jillian. In 8th, byong-ho Kim. In 7th, Venona Dano. In 6th, Marlon the Wise. In 5th, Therese Alien. In 4th, Tai Young. In 3rd, Sybil Holloway. Our runner-up, Seymour Gulps. And our winner, Leo Silva. Most immunity wins are Leo, Seymour, Sybil. They all had 2. And then we got Amira, Byong-ho, David, and Tai. They all have 1. Most votes received are Amira, David, and Sybil. They all got 12 votes. Rowan got 11. Winona got 10. Chandra got 9. Byung-ho and Therese got 8. Marlon, Seymour, and Skeleton got 7. Celia, Jane, Petunia, Raymond, and Roman got 6. Elena and Eugene got 5. And Ty got 4. And Leo had no votes. Interesting. Most strategic is Winona number 1. No, I would not say that. I would say, okay, never mind. Let's just go through this. We got Ty number 2 and Leo number 3. I would say Ty number 1, Leo number 2, and I'm going to say Seymour number 3. I think that makes sense. But there you have it. That is our season. All hail our current reigning, Leo Silva. Probably not the most impressive win of all time, but he got the job done, so impressive job, Leo. Next season, it should be an all-star season, but we're going to do something a little bit different here in the new era. So next season is going to be just a normal season, and 49 will be the all-star season. And then we're going to do 50, which is going to be something fun. So get excited for that. I will see you then. Goodbye.